Okay, so this is going to be a transparency video of just where I'm at right now. And I feel really good. I remember I'm sitting here reading, doing some personal development, and learning how to slow down. Um, After recently being divorced, after being with somebody for 30 years, it was a long time. But in that season, I had a lot of challenges, a lot of things. The situation really built me to be strong. I used to be really scared to deal with a lot of things. I didn't grow up a certain way, and so that timid part of me, I had to learn how to fight. I had to learn how to fight, literally. And fight for me, fight for my family, fight for what I wanted. And I remember at the age of 30, I remember having four small kids, and I remember had a GED, and I was in church, and it wasn't recommended for the women to get out and work or go to school. It was kind of like a thing, whatever. It wasn't promoted, and their father wasn't as supportive, and I had to figure out, and in the town where not many African Americans went for nursing. Literally, it was me and one other black person. Whether that's the system or whether that was mindset, whatever it was, that was what it was, right? And that other black person was from Nigeria. So wasn't even an African American. But it was all, the talk was, they don't let black people in the program. And so I remember John Willis was my mentor, and I remember I did some positive things. I've done some things. It was like, Treva, you need to go back to school. You need to go back to school. And even then, he was like, you're great. You can do this. You can do that. And literally, I'm like, yeah, but can I do it? Well, look at all the things that's surrounding me. Everything that's really kind of can stop me. And when we talked about it, literally, I just cried. I cried. He was like, why are you crying? I was like, because can I do that? Can I go back to school? I have all these things, all these odds stacked against me, so to speak, right? And I remember God telling me to go back to school. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? And literally, once I made up my mind to do it, and I got past all the fear and all the things, then I just took off running. And I was in survival mode because I felt like if I don't do this for my children, nobody else will, right? If I don't do something different. I was in church and I was doing a thing, but I'm like, I need a little bit more. We need some money, for one, because we over here struggling, okay? We're struggling, so I need some money. And I'm like, if I don't do something different, I'm going to lose my children to the streets. I'm going to lose them. And I needed to do something different because I couldn't wait for nobody else, right? And literally, I'm like, okay. So I went hard. I just started making it happen. And God literally gave me the grace to 2012, my LPN, 2013, my RN, 2015, my bachelor's, 2018, my master's in nursing education. In 2019, I wrote a book, Overcomer, the 7 Steps of Overcoming in the Negative Environment, right? Just showing how I was able to even do that. In 2021, I got my postmaster's, my psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I'm actually started my doctorate halfway through and started to open up a clinic. Went over to Uganda, started a nonprofit, impacting, started in Michigan and then took it to Uganda. And then God is interrupting and letting me know there's another flight to take. and that there's another place to go. And in order to get there, I have to release some of the things that I've already done, so to speak. Because I've been doing good. Everything is good. But it's like now there is another level that I'm trying to go to. And I kind of talked about that at the beginning of the year. Like, I'm ready to go into my new season. Things are shifting for me. I'm excited. But I didn't realize what was going to happen in this new season, right? There was going to be some things in order to get on. So I'm excited. I'm packing my bag. So I'm going to just make it be like this. I'm taking a trip. I'm about to go out the country. I'm about to go to this new place. I'm so excited. God is trying to teach me how to not strive in this season, fighting for everything. And I got to work my hands to the bone because I'm a worker. I make things happen. But now he's telling me he wants me to rest and trust him. I'm used to being in control and having everything figured all out because this is how I've had to make it this far, right? And now he's saying, okay, in this season, I don't need you to do that. And I'm like, okay, but what does that look like? What does that look like? And then I find this company, Envision You. Vision yourself healthy, wealthy, by, just the goal is impacting people spiritually, physically, emotionally, positively impacting them. And it resonates with me because of, as a nurse and who I am, I want to help people and not just, I want to help the whole person. Even when I was I seen a video like it was Cena, and I was the one who was, all my patients, you can tell they had a black CNA because all their hair was swooped and swirled and all that. The white people, listen, I had them looking cute, okay? Even back then, I took care of the whole person, and I was excited about that. Even as a nurse practitioner, right now, I prescribe medications, but I understand that medications help with symptoms. It does not fix the root cause, right? Most time it's just helping with symptoms, and then there's something else that caused that problem. So I'm always looking solutions. I'm always looking for a solution. How do we fix it? What does that look like, right? And so me personally, I want to deal with a solution. I want to talk about it. If you're depressed, okay, let's get to the real issue. I can give you some meds that's going to help you. They're going to be your training wheels, right? But how do I help you get there? Well, same thing here is we have products that can help you become healthy. It can kind of help with that level. But my thing is, what I'm enjoying right now of being a part of this vision is, they talk about spiritual, physical, and emotional health. And even in the doctorate program, talking about self-care, learning how not to do it all. Listen, I've been in survival mode for years, trying to do it all myself, trying to figure it all out, just working in fight or flight mode. That's been my life because I've had to. That was, and sometimes you can be in fight or flight mode for so long that it seems normal. So even when you're not in fight or flow, when God is like, sit down, I'm like, this feels a little weird not to do anything. And it seems like I'm supposed to be doing something. And he said, no, I want to take care of you. I want to help you. I need you to, and in order for you to be the best version of you, there's some things I need you to let go of. There's some things I need you to change. And I'm like, And it's, how about pouring into yourself? This season, my kids are all grown. 4 adults, they're all grown. 22, 23, 27, 25, and 27. Everybody's grown. And it's just me trying to figure out me. And so I am choosing to take this season and focus on me. And like I was trying to say, it's almost like you're going on this trip, and I get to the airport, I'm all excited, ready to go, and what happens? Then the buzzer goes off, and they're like, go back, you got to go back, and I'm like, putting my hands up, what is it? What is it that is on me that I can't take into this next season? What is it on me that I can't bring, right? What is it? They're checking my bags. They got to go back through. What else is it? What is it that I still have on my luggage that I can't take in with me on this next season? I'm like, don't let the plane leave me. I want to go. I'm not trying to miss this window and this opportunity. And in order to be an effective leader, I need to grow. We can all lead. We can either lead somebody in a good way or bad way. I feel like I've done a lot of great things, but I feel like that same at that moment when me and John was talking before, and it's like God is requiring me, okay, there's something else I need for you to do. There's another level of growth that I need for you. And in order to get there, there's some things you're going to have to do. And it's releasing some things. And it's looking at me, looking at a mirror, and realizing things about myself that I didn't even see, because I was so focused on trying to survive and trying to make it through that season. And now it's like I can stop, I can rest, I can take care of me, I can take baths instead of just showers. I can sit in the tub for a couple hours and just relax. I can take my runs, I can sit down and read, I can not feel like I have to take care of everybody else, and trying to learn how to take care of Trevi. And I'm so used to taking care of everybody else. So I'm so used to giving all of me. And I'm like, I got to get that together. Had somebody challenge me, my standards and who am I? And I'm like, wow. Today has been just a great day. Even just some eye openers, like, man, my standards, my boundaries. You could think you have a certain level, you could have a certain standard, but then there's still another level that you need to have. I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. In order to get to this next level, there's so much I have to learn. I just feel like, man, I almost feel like I don't know anything. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm just starting all over. Like I'm trying to figure it all out to become an effective leader, to become, if I'm going to impact the people the way I want to impact. In my last season, I remember I just had to leave people. I remember. But in this season, in order for me to get to where I'm going, it's a different type of leadership. It's not the same. I have to learn how to bring people with me, right? In my last season, I had to just leave people because I was trying to survive. And now that I've made it across a certain threshold, now it's like, okay, now how do I go back and help the way I need to help? How do I get people to this level? What does that look like? And it's not just, it's so much more, right? And I'm just like, okay, it's just a different level of leadership. And I'm taking in this time to grow. And I'm taking in this time to really just seek the Lord on what that looks like. And really just taking some inward inventory of Trevi. Inventory of me. Inventory of me. Because can't nobody do this walk but me. Can't nobody do this internal work but me. And sometimes I want to be comfortable. Sometimes I want to be comfortable and not and lean. And God is like, no, this is a work that you have to do on your own. And so I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So I don't know what you're going through. I'm keeping my energy up, my mood focused, my drinking this coffee and this matcha tea. So if y'all want some, I got some for you. But I'm also pouring into myself. So the physical and my exercise have been running. So I'm putting in the right ingredients in my body so my body can heal itself. And I'm doing the emotional work, the spiritual work behind the scenes in order to get to that next level. And everybody's spiritual work and their process is different. But this is what I need to do in this season. And I'm willing to let things go in order to get there. And it's been a flushing, a purification. I really, really like this company because it's not just about, it's so much more. It's something that I need. When the owner, they said everything rises and falls off leadership. And when you have a leader who is servant and wants to help you build and show you that next level of growth is going to be you. It's all about you and your level of belief and your level of, it's getting all the junk out. All the things that can't go with me on this next flight, y'all. On this next flight. And I'm getting on this flight. I don't care what I'm getting on the flight. I'm going to get there. I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. And I'm going to help somebody go with me. I'm going to help somebody go with me, because that's just what it's about. And that's my vision, is to help other people. And so what does that look like? And the only way I can do it is I got to go through the process myself, and I got to figure out what that looks like. I know what it takes to fight my way through. Now I'm learning how to trust and believe and rest in this new season. And I'm going to figure it out. By God's grace, I'm going to figure this out. And I am a diamond. I am a diamond. So when I hit that diamond mark, it's going to be because I did the internal work that needs to be done in order to get to that level. And so that is my goal. That is my mission. That is my focus. So I'm not looking. That's my focus. I'm going to hit diamond. I am a diamond. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to show it, because it's going to be work. It's going to be work. But I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to put in the work. But I know it starts with me. And so I don't know what y'all going through, but this is what I'm going through. And if you want some of that coffee, holla at your girl. Wish that fan, the boots on the ground. This my no. So anyway, y'all have a good day. I'm excited because I'm about to do the internal work. Now I've been over here snotting and crying and all that, but I'm getting it together and flushing all that out, flushing it out, doing the inward work, because it's me against me. That's me against the versus the old Trevi. It's me against the old me, and I'm gonna win. This new version is gonna win. It's gonna win. Period. Because it's me against me. It ain't against nobody else. I ain't competing against nobody else. It's me against me. I know what I gotta do. I know what it took for me to get to that level. I know what I'm battling, what I'm facing. I'm about to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Anyways.